Each.
Mic check 1 2. What it do? Welcome back to the Mic Check podcast. This is T Word, the People's Champ. Thanks for tapping in. Today we're talking about NFL Week 3 with a quick preview, just giving you a coverage of the slate of games for Sunday and Sunday night and also Monday, and recap quickly the Thursday night football game that occurred between the Niners and Giants. But before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. We definitely appreciate the feedback. We're still growing, even though we've slowed down on production, and we appreciate that from y'all. You know what I mean? It means a lot to help us continue to do this, and hopefully we'll grow it to an even bigger platform over the next few months. All right, that being said, let's jump right into the action. On Thursday night, the 49ers held serve at home against the Giants, winning 30-12. This comes as no surprise. The 49ers are one of the better teams in the NFC and the NFL, and the Giants are not. Simple as that. 30-12 was the final. And if you play fantasy football, hopefully you had your lineup set, or you didn't have any 49ers or Giants in the lineup that could have cost you necessary points to get an early season win. That said, don't forget to set your lineups today. You got, just a couple hours before the games kick off, so it'd probably be a good idea to go ahead and get that lineup put into place ASAP. All right, so kicking off at noon today, you got the Lions hosting the Falcons. You're going to have the Vikings hosting the Chargers, Packers hosting the Saints, Jags and Texans. This is going to be in Jacksonville. Dolphins hosting the Broncos, Browns hosting the Titans, and Commanders hosting the Bills. This is at noon. Additional noon games will be, or 1 o'clock if you're on the East Coast. Ravens hosting Colts, Jets hosting Patriots, Seahawks will be hosting the Panthers at 3:05 today. So this is going to be where your later slate starts. Chiefs are going to have the Bears in town. Cardinals are going to see the Cowboys. And tonight we're going to have the Raiders host the Steelers. So that's going to be in Vegas. On Monday night, you've got the Buccaneers going to be hosting the Eagles. That should be a pretty decent game, I'd say. And then the Bengals are also going to be playing on Monday night. Just like last week, these games are going to kick off an hour apart. The Bengals are going to have the Rams in town. So if there's anything that's on my docket to watch, because I'm not going to watch everything, obviously, I'm going to watch the Saints and Packers, and I'm going to find a way to get Red Zone on some device so I can just keep up scores and highlights, or just some type of ticker, some game day ticker, something like that. I think NFL Network does something where you could just have the guys talking about what's going on but not actually showing highlights. So it just kind of keep me abreast of what's happening, and I'll be able to keep track of my fantasy football. Interested to see how that Lions and Falcons game is going to play out, because I think the Lions are good this year. I think the Falcons are showing good, but I don't actually know that they're good. They haven't played the better teams in the league, but they have been very productive. They got a great rookie running back in Bijan Robinson, so that's going to bode well for them throughout the season, even though they have Desmond Ridder at quarterback, and we just don't know how that's going to play out over the course of the year. Once people get a better look at him in a long-term situation like game after game, we'll see if the NFL catches up with them. Like I said, Saints, Packers, for obvious reasons, I'll be watching that. Jags, Texans. Here's something funny, or something interesting. Trevor Lawrence is 1-3 against the Texans. So even though the Texans aren't very good right now, they could still potentially win, because he might have that block in his head that just tells him this is like a dragon he needs to slay, because I think he beat him in his debut against them, and he hasn't been able to do it since. I want to see what the Browns are going to do with Kareem Hunt. Remember, Kareem Hunt was a stud for them at one point. And then, some things transpired. But now he's back in place of Nick Chubb. Prayers up for Nick Chubb. I don't know if you guys saw the injury. It's pretty gruesome. And I got to look at his injury from 2015 and then his injury from this year. And it's like, man, if he could come back from this, that dude has like a ridiculously strong sense of healing. Like some type of blessing is on him to where his body can bounce back. But prayers up that he gets back as quickly as possible. And if it's not for football, just get back to a healthy life and, be able to function with the leg, because that knee looked pretty wrecked. I haven't watched a lot of the Bills yet this year, but I'm pretty excited just about that team, because I do like Josh Allen. So that's somebody that I would like to see. Jets and Patriots should be interesting, because I want to see what Zach Wilson is going to do, and if he's going to make the most of his opportunity in the absence of Aaron Rodgers. And are the Patriots ever going to get back to the winning ways, or was it really Brady? That conversation is worth having at this point, because there was a point where people didn't want to talk about that. They were like, Belichick is as vital to the Patriots' success as Brady. But now we're seeing like maybe it was Brady because they just can't figure it out now that he's not there anymore. And the league has obviously caught up to Hoodie as well. I was in that camp that it was 50-50, but maybe it wasn't. Look at Sean Payton. He has like a marquee quarterback, and it's just not there. But he also lost significantly with Breeze, so we'll see how that plays out. See how the Chiefs are going to look against the Bears. I think this might be the week that they kind of kickstart that engine and really get things going. And then the Eagles, while I expect the Buccaneers defense to be game, offensively, they won't be able to keep up. And I think at some point, the Eagles put the pedal to the metal and go for it. Rams and Bengals is going to be a good Monday night game. That's one I'll probably sit down and watch almost in its entirety and then just check on the Eagles game in between. But are you guys excited for any particular game? Go ahead and let me know down in the comments. This has been T for the Mic Check Podcast. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.